Test. All right, all right. Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of our Plan B campaign. I have put some serious thought on what to do next, and I have come to a very cool conclusion. So, what we had done last time was try to push the borders in any possible way of how much we were creating things, just for the sake of trying to push New Istanbul to the level that would be required. Until we realized this is not working out. We are consuming resources to create reinforced concrete. We are consuming resources for high-tech parts. But as long as the supply does not match the 100% requirement of the city, we are just simply not able to grow. So we consume the resources, so eventually we consume the world, we don't reach the new objective, and we only lose. So I thought, okay, first of all, the game is paused. Someone recommended very smartly last time that maybe I'm just letting too much time pass. And I thought, okay, we are going to start doing a new version of what we thought of our factories down there. However, before I go back into rewriting the place that we had, I want to ensure that we do not lose an incredible amount of progress here at the city. And this actually has two benefits. The first one is, if we keep this up, there will be metal waste coming out, and metal waste does provide with resources. Sadly, not sulfur. So sulfur will still be the most dangerous thing we can run out of for now. But we will be producing metal and we will be producing polymer, if I am correct. No, this is not what I wanted to check. Come on, I want to be correct. Aluminum bar, sorry. So basically iron ore and aluminum ore we have covered through potentially infinite metal waste. For now, the others are a problem. For now, we will see.
Yeah.
Hey Ruak, how are you doing? So, the plan will be...
I saw your link on Discord.
Oh, thank you very much for visiting then. Do you want to see the main train? And there we go. But no worries, I want to rebuild this. I want to make this better. Still, I think it was a great first step in our modernization of the factory. And we will even improve upon it. But not yet. As the explanation was going, we have determined, without knowing the exact number, that around 700 parts per year would be needed.
What is your stance on backseating?
Oh, it's all good. You can totally tell it. In this particular game, it is perfectly fine. If it was more story-based, we would, of course, be thinking something different. So...
The rails seem too dense.
Aha! But there's a secret to that. And I will share more as we perfect it. But let's finish on the thought of the city. The city right now, at its current level, requires four different materials to be fed into it. However, there is a middle point between providing all of the items that it needs and providing none of the items that it needs. And that is somehow, if we manage to provide sustainable items, so infinite items that will not drag us down. I am sure O2 we can supply, this will not be a problem. But the question will be, is it possible to create food in a sustainable way? And actually maybe the answer is yes, I just don't know. It is a matter of compost, of course. And we're just gonna check this out right now. Because I think it is carbon and nitrogen, right? Carbon and nitrogen. So, if we work on this...
It might be the city outputs a lot of organic waste.
Yeah, but also carbon we can make out of
And
the
you get nitrogen from ice.
atmospheric, right? So from the ice we can get the nitrogen, and from atmospherics we can get infinite nitrogen. Sorry, carbon. So we can make compost, we can make water, we can make food. Step one of what we're gonna do today. We're gonna cancel all trains that are consuming real items. So no more trains deliver concrete, no more trains deliver high-tech parts. Let's start exactly with that. So stop you. Stop you. We may recover them later, that's not a problem. But for now, that's what it is. Step 2. We're gonna make sure that we hit 700 parts produced per year of these two things, and that we transport them towards the city. Let's get working on that. The first problem is that actually means a lot of atmospheric extractors requiring a lot of transport out of it. I am not sure how I want to deal with this, but let me think for a bit. This is something that I wanted to know. Let's say we go this way, right? And we drop whatever, O2. We drop 5. So coverage-wise, what if we divide these 40? I think it is 40, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, 15. So that they are 60. What if we create 12 compounds of 5 that only feed to one, and each of them get their individual trains? We have a calculated annual production, and each train station will be hit by 5. Actually, no, they won't be hit by 5. Oh, that's annoying. You know what data I am missing?
I just make a spaced out checkerboard pattern for getting carbon nitrogen.
That sounds cute. We may go for that, yeah. What I am missing is how fast can a robot deliver it time-wise, right? Is it like it moves 300 items per year? I don't know. But maybe we could work the math out. Still, I do like the initial thought. So we're gonna do that.
So you place 6-8 layers of extractors and sprinkle in some depots for coverage.
You know what? We're gonna do groups of 10. Groups of 6, I mean. Let's do this. Let's do this. You are gone. Like, we need 10 of these layers, right? One, two, three. Six. Well, that was a very close calculation. I almost got it right. Let's do O2. Wait, this makes no sense. We did it for this purpose. Does that work? Technically, yes. So let's go with technically yes. But now I do like 5 a lot more. Okay, I know what we're gonna do. So that is 8. Where did you go? Now we need just one more. It's a bit annoying now how far apart they are. So let's do this. Okay, and one more. Okay, so let's go with the theory again. That is... I'm missing one row. Oh, God damn it. Now it doesn't look symmetrical anymore. Things that I care about. Is this 60? Let's see. We have... That's not what I wanted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 15 times 5. This is not 60. This is a lot more. In groups of 5, that will be 12. How do we get 12? Well, easy. Voila, fixed.
3x4.
Yeah. I don't know how this went wrong. But I can tell you how this goes wrong, and that is that trains of different places will grab onto the next one. Okay. Well, today we are making clean factories. Therefore, that is not allowed. It's also not such a big deal, right? Like we... I complain, but it honestly, remaking this is super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Why do you want O2 so far away from the city?
I am... Okay, it's a good question. I am testing out some theories. I do not claim that this is the best solution. But I want to... Basically, I went to a place where I could, you know, have an entire playground with no resources nearby or no any other sort of interruptions. And now I can think about what I really want to achieve. Back. Can I move all of these one? And does this look better? I think that looks very decent. Let's go with that. Okay. Let's move you one so that we can place the railroad. That's not the right button. Okay, now rails. We will cross you here. Cross you here. Cross you here. Cross here. Okay. And this looks so bad. I hate... Sometimes hexes just do not look good. Sometimes they do. I guess I can go like this. Okay, that actually looks a lot more friendly. I like it. So, then we need stations. Station.
Hexagons don't work with north-south designs.
Yeah, that is very true. Alright, so each place will be producing 60. So we are gonna go for a total of 720. Okay, I will visit you soon. Alright, so let's go to our deposit. Where? Here? There. How do we make this work? Or should we already start over here? Like, sure, right now I am full already, so it's not gonna make a difference. Oh, well, that didn't work. Let's pause this. I honestly haven't had a crash ever, so I guess there's a first time for everything. I hope I didn't lose a lot of progress.
Maybe try beta branch.
It's really the first time it ever crashed, so I'm gonna give it just another normal shot and see what happens. Pause the game though. Okay, we basically
Yeah, but
lost.
it shows where the oceans will spawn.
Oh, I see. No, I kind of want that as a surprise. I may get badly surprised, but I guess it is the raw experience. A cute question is, do I want to shift the fact... I'm so sorry. Honestly, it would look a lot cooler if I shifted the factories together with the train diagonals. I am such an annoying person. So this should be like 2 tiles shifted? 3 tiles?
Note for future place rails first fill and later P.
That's a very good lesson. But you know what? That's gonna work out. And then this. Okay, so now clean, 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 clean too many. Okay, does this look better if I project it over the others? I move 3 to the right.
I find your ratio of depots to extractors way too high. They produce O2 so slow you can get away with very little depots.
That may be true. But is there really any problem in being so high? Like, it may be a good question.
Not really a problem.
Because I gotta say, I prefer symmetry and kinda good looks, so to speak, over maximum efficiency. But sometimes they are both the same, so I would understand. I guess also we could close a lot earlier because of that. This doesn't look correct though. Okay, now that looks pretty cool. Of course, I need to fix the last one. Repeatable, accessible, I like it. Okay, so now those are 12 possible trains. Let's make 12 possible spots. So that's oxygen. Perfect. And then we say origin. It's not allowed because of course they're not connected. Now it is connected. And let's say origin O2. One of them transports 33 per year already. So nice teleport jump, sure. So we only need 2 trains. because that's 60, right? And this produces 60 per year. Beautiful. We even over transport a little bit so that it's not dangerous. Oh, that was too. Second, O2, transport. 67. Third, O2, transport.
One other thing I learned from the Discord is making little O-loops at train crossings so trains have a lot of places to turn around if needed.
Yes, we've been doing that a lot over here. But in this place, I just like the aesthetics of it. So I don't think there will be a major loss of time if they just have to get to the end and go back. It is true though, like that actually does cost some efficiency. This O2, this O2, yeah, the lag that it causes to do this, a little bit annoying. But I really, really enjoy the order. And the last one. Okay. Now we can say you. I'm gonna make another one here just in case. But you can go over to New Istanbul. And I forgot to remove. Goodbye. Wait, I didn't tell you the origin. Yeah, that's illegal. Don't do that. The origin is now here. Okay. And we need this place to transport 700. 700. Beautiful. Okay, so that is done. We're gonna assume that it works because it's not a big deal to try to fix this one if it doesn't work. There is a more important one that will be a lot harder for me to get right. And that is this one. Because we're gonna need to bring... wait, how much are we making here? 720 food. So we need 2,960. I'm gonna write this down. 2,960 water. And of course, 720 compost. Wait, no, that is incorrect. The whole setup is incorrect. I didn't know that was a thing. Okay, let's go back. We produce 2 food. Okay, wait, now I don't know. Is annual production counting the 2 products? I should assume that it does. So I need to account for half the cycles per year. That means it's 1,480 water to make the food. Okay. And not 720 compost. It is 310. Wait, no, 360. Okay, that changes a lot. Because if I say compost here, doesn't change that much. You know what? It's only 12. Oof, you know what? 12 is very doable. Okay, so how are we gonna do this? Let's copy you over here so that I can work with two different places. The first reality is we need to spread this. How many machines do we have? 10, 12, right? So we're gonna do 4. 3 groups of 4. Then we'll do food. Is this enough? How about we add the 4th? Is it illegal? Add the train. Add the stations. So each of these things will be producing 240 food per year. Okay. Now, obviously,
The city always wants more, so plan on expanding this stuff.
that is correct. Yes. So right now, I don't have the numbers. No, this is not where I wanted to go. But New Istanbul at 50,000 people. I run out of water. Requires 320 per year. So to get to the next objective, which of course will change and things will grow, I need around 700 per year. That is the number we have calculated. Whether I got it right or not, I guess we will learn. But everything I'm building here is very scalable, and that's the most important part for me. I'm not doing a 1-to-1 ratio at any point. So we could grow to the left, to the right, up and down, whatever we decide. Now the question is, how do we provide 1,480 water? Which divided by 3 is, I hate myself already, almost 500. Am I sure about this number? I feel like something went wrong here. Okay, let's do the math again. To produce 60, there are 30 cycles. 30 cycles of 4 water are 120. 120 per machine means that a cluster requires 480. Okay, I was just mildly off by 20. Okay, 3 clusters of 420, and then 3 clusters of 120 compost. And 480 water does not sound impossible to deliver.
Water, yes.
Yeah. So let's prepare for water. I think it's more important that the train delivers correctly. So we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do this into compost, even though the numbers are not really needed. I can do this. Oh, I have a cute idea. Then we do train again. And then we do, stations here and here, here and here. I made a mistake. There. Not you. Oh, don't crash again. Come on, game. We were doing fine. But this one will be the one for compost. This one will be the one for water. And there may be water jumps here. Do I care about this? I should not. It's not gonna happen here though. So maybe I should care. Okay, let's care. That was it? No, that was a mistake. Okay. Double check again. This is correct. This is incorrect. Now we are at the correct place. So how are we gonna do? Honestly, if I am crafting the compost right here, I could also just bring compost, but wait, are we storing compost in our main line? That looks like compost to me. Good. Okay. So I can then literally just focus on the food here and do the compost somewhere else. Step 1, we need to bring the water. That also means we need to produce the water. I'm going to create a new production area for the water. And that requires...
You will have 2 sources for compost, so a storage space for it is required.
Yeah. This produces 5 water per year? Oh no! Oh, very so not cool.
Extractors are like Atmo extractors.
Yeah, but 5?
You will need like a field of them XD.
Yeah, I can absolutely see this. Okay, so 96 extractors per water portion. How the hell do I divide that? Should I make 10 rows of 10? So like this. Then a train goes, no, a train goes there. This. Did I hit 10 or is that 11? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Fuck me. Okay. Well, we basically need to do this 5 times. And I made a mistake. 2 spots. Well, that looks unpretty, but what can we do? Okay, so next up, platforms. Oh, come on. Okay, this is just for 1. Wow, the game is having troubles today. Don't think I've ever had so many performance issues. That's okay. Okay, we got this going, we got this going, and this. I really like this shape of diagonal train, so I think I will exploit it a little bit longer. Now, each of these is producing, how much did we say? There's a problem here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I am a pattern observer. Why did you go back? That looks better. Okay, so each of you will be producing 5. If there is 20 of you, you will be producing 100. That's actually very simple. So let's do 1, 3, 4, 5. Then we connect you. We still have old water production. I'm not gonna touch it, so I won't worry with it. Now we go to our secondary water storage, which is this. Correct. And we say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you. 1, 2, 3, 5. And you. 1, 2, 3, 4. You gotta be kidding me. 5. I know that trains hate it when I delete stuff, but I had to do it. Okay, and then we say water. Number 1, water. We need to bring 100. Very good. Water number 2. Water number 3. Water number 4. And 5. Okay. So we are bringing the water. Now we're missing the compost. Actually, no, you know what? We need 3 more waters like that. Look at that weird turn. The secrets of the world lie bare. Okay, I need my brain. My brain tells me, go do more water. I say, okay. That's 11, right? 5, 11. Just looks weird, right? I'm not crazy. Is it because I'm in the North Pole? This world deformation tricking my eyes? Is this another performance issue? Wow, this game... Is it because I'm paused? No way, right? Anyway. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. 1, 2, 3.
It's the autosaves, I think.
Oh, interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Illegal. 10. 1, 2, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, the top also isn't 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, game, don't do this to me. I was so happy. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ha. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1. I hate perspectives. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, and 1. So this side has no problems. This side is just awkward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. It's missing 1. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I lost. 10. And my god, this just looks bizarre, dystopian. And of course I'm gonna write over it. Are these 11? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I'm just going partially insane. Doesn't count for insurance.
Rail lines first count once fill in.
Oh my god. You were onto something. Look at that disgusting move. That is...
This will not work here.
Yeah, that is
skewed.
Awkward. I am very confused of how this went so wrong. I do understand it though, right? Like you need to make the planet round in a way. And they just chose this way because hexagons are very bad at making round things. Despite of the obvious 3D round, right? Of course, circles are easy to make with hexagons. That's not the problem. The 2D is fine. 3D is not happy. Okay, you know what? We're gonna leave it there because it's now legacy fun. But I will listen to Roak. And we're gonna make the rail first.
I wonder if a mixture of different shapes would be better.
Triangles could work. But then you have to... Like, you always will have to have an awkward position. 1, 1, 1, 3. You know what? I am a genius. I am a 10 billion IQ genius. We have 771. Okay, I didn't think this through. 775? Okay, that's a lot easier. There's 4 too many. I am a mastermind. Well, yeah. Go down to 35. Who even needs counting? Me, apparently.
That is way faster.
It is way faster, right? I still can pamper myself for being smart. Autosave. Big autosave chunk. Okay. 695 and one last step. 675. Genius. I don't like that. I like that more. Okay. Of course. I wish there was a key that was do not replace existing stuff. Like if I hold Alt, it doesn't do this. Not that it's too big of a deal. Okay, so this one cannot deliver if I don't put this here. Let's go for more train stations. 1, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Again, it is water time. So you will go here. Say water 100. $100. $100. $100. $100. Wow, we're almost there. Again. 1, 4, 5. Wait. Here. Okay, that's better. This is not even the compost, but yeah, I guess the water works were pretty crazy to begin with. Okay, so that is done. Now we pick up the water and we take it to our food farm over here. It is 500 per location. Not happy with the extra capacity this time, because that means it may
I guess you could double up the water, replace every other depot with nitrogen and get nitrogen too.
Yeah, I wonder. Okay, I understand what you mean, but I wonder how much will actually be needed. So 500.
Using the same extractors.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like we are low on extractors, right? We don't need to economize on that. And if I can make things that drive me less insane, I will happily do them. Okay, so that is taken care of. There is now 500 water leading into each food production facility.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, I think basically the first 5 episodes I've spent doing spaghetti factory. I know everyone understands this term from other factory games. It's just try to get it done, and it led to the point where I just wanted to delete half of the world and start over. If I don't do this right now, I doubt I will fix it later, right? Like I'm reaching a point in the game, especially when water arrives, that I will want to delete everything if it is still all spaghetti. If it isn't, then maybe I'll end up enclosing this with the nice water dam things and so on. If the water spawns right on top of this, then yeah, we will have to do double work, and so be it. Then, each of these train stations needs 120 compost. Compost is made by these things, and with only 30 as production, it means that 4 are sufficient to provide for each. Let's just imagine that we're doing it this way. It would just be this. Okay. I would need to bring in the nitrogen, and I would somehow need to pass the compost, which actually is not hard at all, because I could do this. And then I could change this for this. And then I don't even need to bring more trains. I actually really like this idea. We still have reach to all machines. It will just work. I like it. So you need to go. Now the question becomes, how do we feed 12 compost factories? On the one hand, it's with sufficient carbon. What does sufficient carbon mean? Each of these places is producing 120, so we need 240 carbon. Carbon is produced in these facilities at a rate of... we need 10 carbon facilities. And I guess whatever amount for nitrogen as well. Okay. So that means train again. Okay. It's a little bit awkward. We can make a little bit of space here. No, we can't, because the water trains are already...
This game is making me mental.
Haha! Hi, Roland. Yep. That is one ability of this game. Oh, this works? Okay, that makes me really happy. Good. Then we can do this. And it fixes the railroads. Okay, you know what? No one saw the problem. It's all fixed now. Okay. So we're gonna need more carbon than the other. Therefore, we will copy the unloading design because I like it. It's gonna be like this and like this, except this one is gonna be carbon, and this one...
drive me a bit insane, but in a good way.
This is why I need the order. If I don't have this order, I will go eventually insane. I actually considered quitting a few times already. Before I said, you know what, wait, there is a normal way to get this done. Do not go insane yet. Maybe I'll go insane with the water, who knows? Okay, so this will work out. Now I need you and you. That is incorrect, it's here. You and you, you and you. So this one has to be the one receiving the carbon. And then 240 carbon for each. 240 carbon. And nitrogen is 120. Okay, nitro. So we could produce the carbon right here. How would that look? Is it really a good idea? Is it autosave? My god. Camera decided to jump. So let's say I copy this, right? I would need 10 for each platform. Then I would need to do this. Maybe even this. And I can get rid of the non-nitrogen platforms. So this is... But then we count entirely on the daisy chain to get us well fed. Is this decent? Like, forget good idea or bad idea. Is this acceptable for our standards? I kind of don't think so. I think bringing carbon over makes more sense. The only bad thing is we are also not bringing compost, which may be a mistake. Oh, now that I think about this. Why is not bringing compost a mistake? Because we need to get rid of the waste. Of the organic waste. And the only way to do that right now, so far for me, is to make more compost. So, should I make a different facility, accumulate the compost, and then send it over here? Okay. The answer is yes, but we're not gonna do that right now. I know we will have to expand food in the future. I want one place to work without ambiguous input. So, what are we gonna do? Well, we need a place that makes carbon, which we actually already have here. So, you know what? All I need to check is if we are producing enough carbon. And I dare to say, yeah, we easily are. So just increase capacity and make another train to deliver the carbon. Die. What am I doing? That's not carbon. Are we not storing carbon anywhere? Yes, here. Oh. Oh. Ria, thank you very much for the follow.
Has followed.
With a follow, you get an avatar. So, hello and welcome to the avatar thing. If you want different faces or things, try to catch the stars with jump.
While I'm a bit busy IRL, you seem to know a lot about the game D.
Thank you. If you type jump, you can try to catch a star.
How to make my save better.
Well, I don't know if I have all the answers, but I'm glad to help. Let's see. This carbon is taken, this one is not. You need to bring carbon at 700 rate.
Has 150 from the catch game.
Nice catch. Immediately got it. A little bit below me, there should be an avatar shop and decking out place, so you're able to buy different things, like obviously different corpses, weapons. We're gonna add more things as we go. And as you can see right now, some people even look like the like a Warhammer piece. Perfect. There we go. Okay, we got the carbon. What are we gonna do with it? Well, we're gonna take it out of here by adding more of these. There are other emojis as well, like attack or stuff like that. Okay. Carbon number 1. Bring you over here. And we need 240. I guess that's... autosave. Will we go to a remote island? Yes. I wonder what is costing the autosave so much compared to before I started
Wow.
this stream.
Ruakerth has 150 from the jump catch game.
So 250, 240 would have been enough, but saturation is not a problem. Bring more carbon. Carbon is here. Let's bring from here. Carbon, 150. And the final one, carbon over 150. Now, nitrogen, 120 nitrogen. What do we need? Extractors. Oh, look, it's 1,000,000 once again. Oh. But we can do this one better. We could connect these directly to over there. So if we have yet another row of this, then let's be realistic. 120 is 24. Yeah, we cannot do it. Not with a clean conscience. It's even worse than the water because it's 12. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I learned nothing from last time. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Sure. Break you here. We're gonna need nitrogen. This is so not gonna work out, right? Only one way to tell. Okay. So how many do we have? 6, 5, 1. That is 37 in the end? Or 27, whatever sounds right. Also, I made the space quite big, but whatever. 27, there we go. Sure. Nice aim. This is why I don't play FPS. Okay, go from here to the food. Do nitrogen for 120. And one more time. I am at 27, we said. Go down to 0.3. 0.3. Perfect. So my guess, and the reason I'm doing it like this, is that the daisy chaining will be sufficient because the production rate is so low. So we will always be able to keep up with the transportation and the manufacture. 119 would be bad. Let's go one more up, sadly. So bringing the compost, no, bringing the carbon, create the compost jumps over, water gets delivered, food gets made, food needs to go somewhere. Let's make 1, 2, 3 food places and 1 take. Autosave. See ya in 30 seconds. I'm pretty sure once we press play, the situation will get better. I forgot how much food we're producing. Well, if it's a third of 720, it is 24? 240? That sounds quite reasonable. Calm down. Okay, and now. Food. Stop this foolish ambition and set a new origin. The origin is here. It's food. And we need 720. Okay. Insanity over. We are ready to go. And before I go, I will do something absurd. I want to stop all of this. I think I know how to do it. Like, I don't need to delete the factories yet, because I don't know what I need to replace or what not. But I can cut the connection to the most important parts. There. Like, I want to remake this entire place. I just don't know how to start that. And it's gonna take a while. I don't want to ruin the carbon train, though. Carbon train, you seem to be doing fine. Other carbon train, perfectly fine. Okay, but it seems like I ruined... What is this? Recycle
Easy,
center?
just delete everything and build it again, but better.
Well, that is the plan a lot of the time. Oh, actually, no, you know what? This was correct all along. This one. Okay. You know what? Let's launch the platforms. Okay, all of these trains are waiting. Please tell me that I didn't do this incorrectly. Well... I'm confused. Why are the trains here? Oh, no, no, no. They're here for the food. Okay, so oxygen is just working out. And here comes the water. Oh, look at the ballet. Dance, my minions. Okay, there comes the carbon. Nitrogen will probably follow soon. The water dance was pretty cool, I gotta say. The carbon trains are not full, which is mildly worrisome, but I'm guessing this will just be a matter of time.
You have too few carbon extractors, imho.
Too few carbon extractors. You mean down here? There. You really think so? I may not have enough transportation. No, no, I have enough of both.
Oh, I see. Mark 1. Depots are too slow.
No, no, they're MK2. I think I may not have enough trains, though. Or you mean at the reception? Oh, no, no, no. I get it. Maybe the depots here for whatever reason.
Then.
No, they're also fine. It's just our reserves were so low because we haven't been efficiently transporting yet. But this should work out. Wait, is this carbon? No, this is compost. Show me carbon again. Why did this one not work?
Not full trains could be two things. Mark 1 depots or not enough materials.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think we discovered a possible source of problem. This may have been during the crash. Not here. Okay. Well, they're trying their best, so let's go. Also, the nitrogen is just not even here yet. There we go. Just had to speak about it. Okay, the daisy chaining is working. We are producing food. But we should be seeing food trains full, not half full. We're gonna let it pass a little bit, but that's how it should work. Now that carbon train was pretty empty. You know what? This should eventually work out. I should not even worry about this. The only dubious part is, are we producing enough carbon? And the answer is absolutely yes. Are we transporting it correctly? Maybe that's the better question. But you know what? It makes no sense. If this wasn't the capacity, the game would tell me differently. I hope. So it probably is accounting already for the current depot situation. Probably not, actually, now that I think about it. But it's, I guess, better to overshoot a little bit. Yeah, the trains are stacked up at this point, so I think we just have too many. What if I do this?
I find the train capacity to be exaggerated compared to real performance.
Something is weird about it. I think you are correct. Like already needing to turn in a circle was kind of annoying. But being loaded by the bots, I guess it does make sense. I would have wished for something a bit more optimal. Okay, it seems like it's starting to move. And the reality check will be here in Istanbul. Hello, Istanbul. That food train looked pretty good. We are correctly supplying oxygen and O2. City supply limited, city status stable. We have accomplished it. Okay. And what's even better, because I calculated for a population of 100,000, we will be stocking up on materials, which is the best thing we could ask for right now. This concludes the episode of Let's Fix the City. I still have my recycling facilities taking care of the metal waste and the organic waste that they produce. So this is also working out perfectly fine. Right? Yes. Waste disposal 100%. So the trains are taking correctly care of this. We have succeeded, actually. You know what? This is very illegal. What do you think you're doing? Give me a road. I would ask for trees, but they would all die. Okay. All roads lead to New Istanbul. I want to once again observe the beautiful shape that we have created. New Istanbul was deemed to be a star by someone in chat. I cannot even remember. For the future, someone will have to do Washington thought. Let's see what shape we can give New Washington. And another time, we shall look into New Dallas shape. Even though New Dallas kind of has a shape. It is the Christmas tree. Okay, we can think of something better.
Do
But
a pyramid like in real Washington.
ooh, that's an interesting idea. But I may have to extend over here first. So like a corridor first and then a pyramid. Did text to speech call it pyramid? Is that not incorrect?
13 levels. No, I did.
Oh, I see. But yeah, I think we did it. I like this. Look at this. Oh, it just looks beautiful. Okay, let's go check it out.
Pyramid is correct.
Pyramid is correct. Yes, I think that is the correct way to do it. Look at this place. Look at how on point we seem to be. And if we ever saturate, I do not mind. It seems like we're lacking water, actually. Maybe
okay, pira, same thing in my ears, P.
yeah. Is water a problem? No, I think...
Or fire mid.
I think things will even themselves out. We don't seem to be... Why are we transporting so little of this? No, we are actually doing everything correctly, according to the numbers. Okay. Good job. Yeah, the oxygen is obviously oversaturated. What's most important here is there may be times where the delivery of the good cannot happen, right? Like, look at this train. Maybe it's too full. But the theory says that we did everything correctly. All right, so this is gonna be the end of this episode. However, for the next episode, we will absolutely 100% redo this entire section. I am supremely unhappy with this result, but I got an amazing idea on how to make the cleanest factory. Cleanest, leanest, most perfect factory. That will all come in the next episode. For now, thank you all very much for watching. It is late here and tomorrow we work. So have a happy Friday and see you soon.